Thank you so much for joining us here at 6:30 on ABC 24 Weather Impact Now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett. Meteorologist Kit Thomas also here, and we'll be checking in with meteorologist Daniel McDonald for your regional forecast in a bit. If this is your first time here, welcome. You'll see us here every day at 6:30 Monday to Friday for a 30-minute breakdown of all things weather. There's nothing else like it in Memphis or the Mid-South, so we appreciate you being here with us. If you like to talk about weather and you like the weather, you're in the right place. Let's get right to your Memphis forecast. We'll talk about those numbers for today. We made it up to 83 degrees, about 10 degrees above the average high of 73. Not quite to the record, though. That was 88 set back in 1925. Low temperature only made it to 67 this morning, so it was kind of a mild start to the day, not cold at all. Low temperature should be around 53 degrees for this time of year. Record low is 31. Out there right now finding some sunshine. Things looking very nice. A little bit of filtered sunshine out there. Mostly sunny though and dry. 81 degrees is the current report. Winds are continuing to come in out of the south. A little breezy too. What that's doing is picking up that warm, moist air from the south and from the Gulf, bringing it up here, so we are getting a little warmer. We're also finding ourselves getting a little more muggy each day as a storm system approaches. Not too noticeable yet. Dew point's only 51, but you are going to notice some more of that humidity over the next few days. Radar nice and clear for now across the Mid-South, but like we talked about yesterday, other parts of the Mid-South are still dealing with some very active weather. So I want to put a pause on our local forecast now and check in over at the wall with meteorologist Kit Thomas, who's showing us, Kit, even though the radar is quiet here, not the same can be said for everybody else in other parts of the plains and the Midwest. Yeah,
we've got a bit of upper level winds that are coming through our area right now, but there's just no moisture for us to get any storms from it. But you can see with that moisture on water vapor coming up right there in the jet stream between this low and a high, it's sort of like a pitching machine with all that moisture from the subtropics. But it's bringing a chance for some severe weather off towards the north, well outside of our area, but similar areas that had severe just yesterday. We've got a lot of places here that have plenty of energy here. You can see just as that has progressed over the last few hours, those storms have been really tapping into all of that potential energy in the atmosphere. So as we look towards Iowa, northern Illinois, there is one tornado warning just crossing into southern Wisconsin, areas that just had those storms yesterday. Also, Missouri, we've got several severe thunderstorm warnings and a tornado warning out in that direction. Back towards the Red River Valley, there's a couple of thunderstorms just around the Wichita Falls area, moving into the Denison-Ardmore area there around Interstate 35 corridor. Then there's a whole other spot across the northeast around the Great Lakes area. There's several rounds of severe thunderstorms. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit later, of just how they're kind of in a repeat pattern of severe weather right now, Trevor, that we're actually shielded from because of high pressure, but it looks like that pattern may switch a little bit by the later part of the week. I'll send it back to you to talk about those details.
Yeah, Kit, that's exactly right. High pressure, almost a little bit more like a summertime pattern. We've got the heat, we've got the dry weather. That is going to start to break down a little bit, and that's when we're going to be seeing some more rain chances. Now, thankfully for us, it's not looking like we're expecting any significant major severe weather like what's been going on out in the plains of the Midwest, but it is going to get a little bit rainier over the next couple of days. Of course, we do need the rain. Tonight looking dry, mostly cloudy though. Clouds are going to continue to pump in. We drop to about 66 for the low. By the time you wake up tomorrow morning though, you will likely find some rain. So for the morning commute, I know it's been a while since we've had to deal with rain on the roadways in the morning on a morning commute. So give yourself maybe a couple of extra minutes. We'll find some off and on light rain showers. I'm not expecting thunderstorms in the morning, but it is definitely going to be rainy enough that there could be a little bit of an impact to that morning commute. So just take it easy. Temperatures around 60 degrees to start, at least in the 60s, and then showers off and on through the morning. Now, by the afternoon, I think those rain chances taper off just a little bit. Most of this rain tomorrow is going to be in the morning. I think we'll end up seeing sunshine by the afternoon. High temperature about 82. So here's kind of the breakdown of that impact tomorrow. Showers in the morning, mostly dry for the rest of the day. There is a slight chance of a couple of isolated storms in the evening. One or two little storms could redevelop later in the day. But for most of us, after the morning rain tomorrow, we're going to be dry. Let's time out what I'm talking about here. This is the hour-by-hour radar for tomorrow. We'll start off at 10 p.m. tonight, nice and dry. By tomorrow morning when you're waking up, there's 5 a.m. Rain for pretty much everybody. It's going to be light. Again, not expecting thunderstorms, but definitely an impact to your morning commute between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. A lot of us seeing some rain showers, and that's going to continue off and on, maybe through about lunchtime. Watch what starts to happen, though. Once we get closer to lunch, the rain kind of breaks up a little bit. The radar clears out. There are still some showers by lunch, but we really start to see that rain clear on out of here. And I think most of the afternoon will be dry. 4 o'clock, again, maybe a sprinkle, but really I think a lot of the rain tomorrow comes in the morning and then turning more dry by the afternoon. Now here's what we're going to watch. There are some indications that once the sun breaks back out, we'll have a little extra humidity in the air. There could be a couple of those summer-style thunderstorms that redevelop in the afternoon. There's 7 or 8 p.m. Notice a couple of indications of that on the radar. The confidence in this is pretty low, so we're not 100% sure on if storms will actually develop tomorrow evening. We're really sure that it's going to rain tomorrow morning. We're going to have showers to start the day. Most of us likely end up dry for the evening, but there could be a couple of storms that try to redevelop tomorrow evening. Because of that, we are in a level 1 risk for some strong storms, a very, very, very low risk, and they might not even develop, right? So there's a little bit of a question mark there with that evening round. If storms do develop, they'd be very isolated. We only have about a 20% chance for this to happen. But if it does, there could be some good downpours tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. So that's the breakdown for tomorrow. Again, rain mostly in the morning, clearing out by the afternoon, maybe some sunshine, and then we'll try to watch tomorrow evening after dinner time. There could be a storm or two that manages to pop up. Friday, I think, is dry for the most part, maybe a sprinkle, but nothing too major, nothing too big of an impact. Friday night also looks dry if you have plans, but Saturday, that's where the storms pick back up, at least some rain showers. Now, it's a bit too early to pin down exact timing on what's going to happen where. But for now, it seems like the best indication would be late afternoon into the early evening hours. After 3 p.m. Saturday seems to be the best chance to see rain. So I know we have Hot Wing Fest. We have Cooper Young Porch Fest. They're no doubt keeping a close eye on the weather. Saturday morning, I think, is going to be dry. This rain is going to start to pick up again late Saturday afternoon into the evening hours and then continue through dinner time. So the second half of Saturday looks a lot more rainy. I want to show you that here on this radar, kind of the wide view. There's Thursday. Friday looks dry. Here comes that cold front. That's going to bring in kind of a more organized batch of a couple of showers that come in Saturday evening, late in the afternoon into the evening hours. Rain expected for everybody. Not expecting any severe weather, not expecting any thunderstorms necessarily, but there is going to be some rain that comes in for the second half of Saturday. Thankfully, severe weather threat way off to our north on Saturday. It's looking like Ohio, Indiana, northern Kentucky. That's where the severe weather will be. So we're not worried about storms necessarily Saturday, but there is going to be some rain. Again, best guess right now, after 2 or 3 p.m. and then wrapping up by 10 p.m. So kind of that late afternoon, early evening time frame seems to be the best chance to see some of that rain on Saturday. Clearing out for Sunday, but again, we need the rain. It's not just going to add up to too much. We're talking about rain totals 1/4 to 1/2 inch for most of us. We're down about 7 inches so far this year. So we need a lot of rain to make up this drought. It just keeps getting worse in Arkansas, especially in North Mississippi, even West Tennessee and Memphis, seeing that drought pick up some. So you've probably noticed how dry the ground is. We need a lot of rain to come in and clear this out, several inches at least. 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch is nice, but it's not really going to put a dent in our drought situation. Again, year to date, 10.2 inches. We normally see about 17.2 inches. And just an interesting stat for you. So far, this is the 10th driest start to a year on record in Memphis. Now, of course, that's just from January 1st to April 15th. If we get a lot of rain next week, that could change a little bit. But for right now, for the start of the year, 10th driest start to the year on record in Memphis. With the chances for rain coming in, though, I do want to remind you, you can keep an eye on the radar anytime. Just scan that QR code there. That'll take you to our app for your phone or for your smart TV. You can watch the radar there, keep a close eye on what's happening. And if you do have plans this weekend, let's say you've got, Porch Fest you want to run to on Saturday, like I'm going to try to go to. You can check the radar to see how much time you have before the storms are hitting. So scan that QR code, watch the radar anytime it's streaming there on the ABC 24 Plus app, or you could just search ABC 24 on your smart TV or on your cell phone. Check it out, your 7-day forecast. And again, just to recap all of this, 2 days we're watching for rain. Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, seems to be the best chance. I think we're going to have some showers in the morning, clearing out by the afternoon. So tomorrow afternoon looks mostly dry. We are going to watch tomorrow evening. There could be a couple of storms that manage to redevelop. I think the odds of that, though, are pretty slim. Friday looks nice, partly cloudy, 88, very warm. Some spots flirting with 90. And then Saturday's the next day we have some rain chances. Saturday morning looks dry, but it's going to be Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Again, best guess for a time frame right now is 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. when we have our best chance of rain on Saturday, kind of some off and on showers, and then clearing out by Saturday night. That's also when this cold front comes in. Sunshine and 69 on Sunday. So the whole weekend is not ruined. Sunday actually looks nice and a lot cooler, a lot more spring-like. Again, average high is 73, so 69 is not too far off. Next week, though, temperatures climb again. Sunshine, 73 Monday, dry weather to start, 78 Tuesday, and then closer to 80 on Wednesday with a mix of some sunshine and clouds. All right, so that's the check of the local forecast. Just 2 chances for rain we're watching, but not nearly enough to completely break us out of the drought. The thing is, though, April typically our severe weather season. We're just not seeing a whole lot of severe weather right now. Other parts of the country are, though. Kit's going to have that for you after this.